So what really defines a legacy in the NFL? Is it something you build over a lifetime of dominance, or can you forge it in one single incredible moment? Well, today, we're going to look at both sides of that coin. We've got one legacy that's been, frankly, shockingly denied, while another is about to be created right before our eyes.
And that's not just one person saying that. That sentiment is absolutely ripping across the entire NFL world. And it's all because of some pretty stunning news about two of the biggest names in the game's modern era.
So here's what happened. The news dropped that neither the Patriots owner Robert Kraft nor his legendary coach Bill Belichick were selected for the Pro Football Hall of Fame's class of 2026. I mean, for two guys who basically defined an entire era of football, the door stayed shut.
The reaction? Oh, it was fast and it was furious. People were calling the decision, especially about Kraft, completely ludicrous. It just left everyone scratching their heads asking, how on earth could the architect of a modern dynasty be left on the outside looking in?
Okay, so is all the outrage justified? Does the resume back it up? Let's dive into the hard facts here and just look at the undeniable record of Robert Kraft's time as owner.
11. Just let that number sink in. 11 trips to the Super Bowl. And what's even crazier is that he did it with 3 different head coaches and 3 different quarterbacks. That just screams organizational excellence.
And out of those 11 trips, his team brought home the trophy 6 times. All 6 of those championships happened in this millennium, which is a run of dominance that's just, it's pretty much unmatched in modern sports. And this is where it gets really baffling. Jerry Jones, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, he's in the Hall of Fame, got in back in 2017, and he absolutely deserved it. But get this, since the last time Jerry Jones's team even played in a Super Bowl, Robert Kraft's Patriots have been to 11 of them. So you've got to be asking, how in the world does this happen? With a record like that, how is he not a shoo-in? Well, it turns out the problem might not be with the candidate, it's the system. The problem, according to a lot of people who follow this stuff, is the Hall of Fame's voting process itself. It's a system that just forces voters to make these, impossible choices. Okay, so here's the deal. An owner like Robert Kraft isn't just up against other owners. Nope. He gets thrown into the same giant pot with legendary quarterbacks, game-changing defensive ends, and famous coaches. The voters can only pick, say, 3 people from that entire group. So, a vote for a fan-favorite player might mean a vote can't go to an incredibly deserving owner. And that is why people are so frustrated, calling the whole thing stupid, outdated, and unfair. It creates this ridiculous situation where 2 of the most accomplished people in NFL history are kept out, not because they aren't worthy, but because the system itself is just broken. But okay, let's hit pause on that controversy for a second. Because while one legacy is being argued over in a secret room, another one is being built, in real time, under the brightest lights you can imagine. The focus in New England has shifted from the Hall of Fame to the biggest stage in sports.
And that hope has a name, Drake Maye. In just his 2nd season, this young quarterback has somehow done the impossible, and he's taken the Patriots all the way back to the Super Bowl.
But there's a catch. He's heading into the biggest game of his entire life while dealing with an injury to his throwing shoulder. But despite all that, Maye is brimming with confidence. He told everyone he's turned a corner, feels good, and yeah, he has zero doubt he'll be 100% ready to go.
And you have to understand, for a guy like Maye, this game is so much bigger than just getting a ring. A win here could launch him from really promising young player straight into the stratosphere of the league's absolute elite.
Let me put this in perspective for you because this is just wild. Out of 35 quarterbacks drafted in the first round since 2016, only one, the one and only Patrick Mahomes, has actually won a Super Bowl as the starter. Drake Maye is on the verge of becoming number 2. And that right there, that tells you everything you need to know about the stakes. As one analyst put it, with a win, Drake Maye is no longer part of his draft class conversation. No, he immediately enters the conversation of Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson. He moves into a whole new neighborhood. It's like the whole conversation just flips, right? Think about Jalen Hurts. After his incredible Super Bowl performance, we were all debating where he ranked among the best of the best. Winning isn't just an accomplishment, it's like a VIP pass to a totally different conversation. So just imagine, he has an MVP caliber year.
and then hoist that Super Bowl trophy in his second season, the comparisons are gonna go through the roof. That's when you start to hear whispers of a Tom Brady mystique, that incredibly rare mix of huge success, super early, that tells you a player is truly special.
Which brings us right back to where we started. On one hand, you've got a legacy held up by a secret committee and a flawed system. And on the other, you've got a legacy about to be cemented under the brightest lights imaginable. It really makes you wonder, what's the truer measure of greatness in the end?